Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw the Sith Trooper from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There will even be one for color. So for those of you that are going to stick around though, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, so like the other ones, don't know what I'm doing. Haven't seen it. As of this recording, the movie is not out yet. And I don't watch the trailers because I want to be, you know, I want to go in 100% fresh without knowing anything. So I'm just kind of going by pictures of toys, really. You know, there's really not a lot of pictures of these that are out yet, so this is all I can go by. But I mean, I've got enough to work with I got enough detail to draw the character. How's that? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I'm happy with this. The other thing too is I don't know what the weapons look like, you know? I kind of have to just guess at those as well. I'm guessing at everything, really. Just that's basically what I'm just trying to say is just, you know, give me a little bit of credit or give me a little bit of what am I trying to say? Space? Like, not like Star Wars space. That's not exactly what I'm trying to say. A little bit of, what's the word? I don't know. Actually, I'm not happy with this. That's why I'm more concentrating on the picture than I am trying to find the right word for you. Because this is still coming out a little, looks a little big, you know? I don't know, there's something about it. I haven't quite got it yet. There you go, I erased a little bit. Coming around like this. Bringing the eyes in here. Bringing the eyes in like that. It would be like this. That might not be too bad. So here's also going to be the other trick to this. There's a lot of detail in this one. And I can't put all the detail in. You know, like a lot of it I'd like to take care of with color, but it's almost like too much detail, you know? So it's kind of like when we draw hair, you know? It's like there's only so much we can do. So we kind of have to let artistic license take place. But I do need to put enough detail in that you know what it is, you know? Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's working. Okay, so there's those lines. That goes up. And let's see who's got his little shoulder pads here. Let's see, his arm piece is like this. But I have him holding his gun, so yeah, this might take a little more sketching than I thought. I was gonna try to work fast for you, but yeah, I'm gonna have to erase or, you know, go pretty dark with my pencil lines to try to figure this out and make it look, you know, decent at least, so you have something, you know, because I don't want to go too crazy and you know, draw a whole bunch of stuff that you're not even gonna get to draw. But I gotta give you something, you know? And that's all. The other trick to it is that I start to concentrate and I stop talking. But this one's pretty intricate. This one requires a little bit of stop talking, you know, because it's pretty detailed, especially with all the little greeblies and little wigwams and doobly-doos that are all over the armor. That it's a lot of detail. I mean, it's a lot of detail. Okay, but I'm gonna try to put something in there. You know what I just noticed? He's got a body camera. There's something on his shoulder right there. It looks like a camera. Pretty high tech for a stormtrooper. Okay. And so I guess here's going to be the other trick, is how much of this do I leave for color and how much do I add in detail? Because there is it's all red, you know, and I'm going to be drawing with a black Sharpie, so you know, I don't know how much more I should add or just well, I gotta draw something. I can't just let color take care of it, because there would be nothing, you know, there wouldn't be anything there. So I gotta give you something. Okay. I think I've gotten far enough that I can switch over to Sharpie now. Let me just draw a few little extra things here. And then I'll get us going. Alright, man, I had to draw a lot of that. So here's going to be the trick. Having to erase a lot of this, but leave enough of it there that I can add detail with the Sharpie and not lose where I was going. But the other problem is, like I said, I don't want it to stand out. I don't want the pencil lines to stand out. I need just the Sharpie to stand out, you know? It's not too bad. This is erasing pretty well. This came out pretty dark. All right. Yeah, okay. I think this is good enough. I think I am ready to jump over. Okay. Okay, so let's welcome everybody that skipped to the Sharpie portions. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Thank you for watching any part of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do this every single day and you'll get a new drawing no matter what I do. Every day you'll see one. So I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen is going to be for the finer details that the fine point can't find. Okay, so I'm going to start off. I've already sketched the entire thing out. I know where I'm going with this. I'm going to start off with the Sharpie fine point, or the Sharpie pen, just to get a finer point, just to play with a few things like the face. Okay, so let's see here. Let me try to find a good picture, a good detail of the face. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw a cross for the visor and start from there. All right, and I've sketched it out so I know where everything's going. I'm not just floating lines. But one of the things I was talking about is, as of this recording, I have not seen the movie. Don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching it the day it came out, you know I haven't, because it hasn't come out yet. And so I'm just going by rough sketches, toys, and still shots to try to get what this looks like. So I'm just going to try to play around with a few of the details and work with the rough picture of the Sith Troopers. Like I said, don't even know anything about them. I don't watch the trailers either. I try to go in 100% fresh without knowing anything. So I don't even know if these guys are in the trailer. And don't tell me, no spoilers. This is a spoiler-free zone. So anybody that knows or anything like that, I will erase it. I will delete. Okay. Alright, so there's a lot of fine detail, like there's a whole bunch of lines all through there, but I kind of want to do that with color, so I'm mostly just going to start to outline and build off of that. So that's why this kind of looks kind of weird right now, because I'm going to let color take care of a lot of this, okay? So, let's see, he's got one of these out like this. This is going to come out like this. Something like that. And then I can draw the bottom, and actually I can start to get thicker too, because when I switch over to the fine point Sharpie, it's super thick, and I want to kind of match where we're going with the thickness that's about to happen. So I'm going to start to get thicker on my edges. You don't have to do this if you're working with pencil, or even if you're working with Sharpie, you don't have to do this. I like to do it just to match what this is about to do. So same thing, I'm going to bring this out like this. Sharpen it up, or fatten it up just a little bit. I always say sharpen it up for some reason. I guess because I'm using a Sharpie. So that's why I'm sharpieing it up. Alright, so now I'm going to draw his dome, his lid, his coiffure. Alright, again, I'm going to thicken that up just a little bit. Alright, and again, there's a whole bunch of lines and the visor going across. I kind of want to do that with color. So I'm just going to stop right there before I go too crazy and switch over to the big Sharpie now. So I'm going to draw, and here's the trick is I gotta figure out what I'm going to draw and what I'm not going to draw, because so much of the detail is all in red. It's kind of pointless to draw it in black if it's going to be red, but I got to draw something. We got to have something in here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just draw his chest piece like this, going around, and he does have like the neck piece. We'll do that, at least we can do. All that's going to be black anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So I just want to give it that edge. Now, I like to draw what's in front, and then that way when you draw what's back behind, you don't have to draw the entire fingers, you know, stuff like that. So I draw from the top and build down. Guess from the way you're talking about it in the video. So what's in front is the gun, and then it's going to work back towards the body. So I think I'm going to work here. Remember, I'm working off my sketch, so I know where I'm going down here. Or maybe I should build down here so you guys have something to draw to and it's not just floating. Okay, let's do that. Let's build. Let's build. Okay, so I'm going to draw his chest piece like this. Same thing, I'm going to draw this one over here. And I will do this. Okay, I'm going to stop at a certain point, but I will do this. Since I can't draw everything, or I don't want to draw everything because I want to do a lot of that with color, I'll at least do something like this. Oops. Just to have a little something, because there's a whole bunch of intricate detail in there that I want to do so badly. But again, I think it would look better with color. So, I'll just do that, okay? And again, there's lines and all kinds of detail. Oof, I want to do it so bad. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to draw his shoulder piece like this. Like that. And then it's going to come down on his arm. It's going to come in like this. But this is where the gun's going to be. And that's why I wanted to do this and not just float the gun, so you don't actually draw the gun way down here. I'm trying to give you places to start and stop, okay? So his shoulder piece, I'm going to go ahead and draw this one over here. It comes out a little bit like this. There's extra stuff on his shoulders, don't know why. Again, haven't seen the movie. That I kind of want to do with color, so I'm just going to do something like that just to give you an edge, okay? Just to show that it's a little bit higher than just that one. And it's got a body camera or something. I don't know what this is, but there's something on his shoulder right there. Well, maybe we'll find out in the movie. Maybe we won't. I have no idea. We'll see. So from here, I can draw his other piece for his bicep like that. And then I'm going to draw his forearm something like this. Now, this forearm is going to come here like this. And it's foreshortened because it's looking at you like that, as opposed to like this, so it looks a little squattier, and I can build the arms off of this. Now again, there are tiny little crazy details all over this entire thing that I'm just going to do something like that just to show you that there's something there, and we'll have to come back with color and do it later. Again, lots and lots and lots and lots of detail. Okay, so his handpiece, again, is like that, so you're seeing this part foreshortened, and that's what that is, okay? So I'm going to draw the top of his hand to his trigger finger. It's going to come in like this. I'm going to draw his other fingers like this. Now, I know that looks kind of weird, just bear with me, that I'm going to do like some finger magic, something like this, to show that it's wrapped around, but we can only see so much of the digits of the knuckle, okay? Again, it's going to be a lot of color anyway, so not worried too much about all that. So, from here, I'm going to draw what I can see of his gun, and I'm making this up because I can't see, I don't know what that is. I don't know what his gun looks like. I'm just making up that this is a space gun, you know? The new, was it E11? E11 blaster? I don't know what they're calling this one now. Something like that, okay? And again, it's got some stuff on top that we're just gonna, space parts, we're just gonna call them that, all right? So, now that we have this, and it's not just a floating gun, I'm gonna draw his hands wrapped around, holding it, like that. But again, foreshortened so you can only see so much of it. I'm gonna come in here and draw some space gun parts. Now, again, I'm just making this up, so don't worry about if it's 100% accurate. This is just something I'm just trying to do to give us something to draw, because again, it's just space parts and I don't know what's what, and you can't draw them all anyway, you know? It's like what are you gonna try to do versus what you can do. Woof, look at that weird Sharpie lines. I got 2 double lines. That was weird. So yes, 4 lines. 2 double lines is 4 lines. Okay, something like that. And we don't want to go too crazy because, like I said, we can't draw in all that detail. It's just too much. Okay, so his chest piece closes up back here behind his gun. You can't really see it, so it comes down to his belt. So let's draw his belt. And again, like the rest of them, his belt is just a bunch of squares. And we'll go ahead and draw a little bit of detail like this, just to show that it's, you know, a whole other level of 3D box pieces. You know, one of them's his juice box, one of them's his lunch box, one of them he keeps his Pokemon in because he's got to catch them all, and one of them he's got candy in. You know, that's what they are, right? Right? I don't know. But it's a belt, and he's got it. So I'm just drawing extra pieces like that. And again, you can't really see much because of the way his suit is designed. So we're just going to draw now his crotch piece coming down like this. And it goes up there. And so in between that, his legs is all black, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We just got to draw the basics of his armor now. And it's just straight up armor. That's pretty much it. There are extra lines and details and stuff like that, but again, like with the rest of them, I would rather do that with color than all these lines if it's going to be red, you know, a whole certain color to itself. And he's got a special knee pad over here. I'll draw another level to it again just to give it some armor, some coolness to it. This one has like these little rectangles like this, something like that. There's more to it. There's a line going through. Again, I want to do that with color, so I'm not going to worry about that. Connect it there. Let's see, and I'm just going to float this piece first, then I'll connect it in a second. Going to connect it down, and he's got these strange flared out pants. Connect that, connect that. I'm going to draw the front of his foot pointed right at you, so you only see that much of it. Let's see, there's a little sole. We'll do something like that. So same thing, all we got to do is draw the armor piece like this. The top of, oh, sorry, the back of his foot. I just said the top when I was drawing it. Like this. Give him a little bit of a sole. Something like that. Got to connect that knee. Okay, and then we take care of the rest with color. So that is the Sith Trooper from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.